What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Prize Picks NFL player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys two picks to win some money over here on Prize Picks for this Week 1 NFL slate. Excited to get into it. We have been on quite a run on the channel. If you have not been tuning in, we went 2-0 in the last MLB video, so nice little win there. We are now on an 18 run in the MLB videos if you haven't been watching those. And we went 2-0 to kick off the NFL Week 1 Thursday Night Football matchup, going with the over David Montgomery 12.5 rushing yards and the Patrick Mahomes over 17.5 rushing yards. So hopefully you've been tuning in. Hopefully you've been winning money with us along the way. If you have not been, would highly recommend you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. And it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button. It does go a long way to help me out. I'll be helping you guys out with these Prize Picks NFL videos all NFL season long. Like I said, 2-0 run. We're going to try to keep that winning percentage up above 65%. Whenever I put that there is a run in the video, that means we're hitting at a 65% clip or higher. The reason that I do that is because if you're playing two-man strictly, and I do give out two picks, you have to hit at a 65% hit rate or higher to get a 27% return on investment. However, I do teach to play only 5- and 6-man on Prize Picks if at all possible, when at all possible, because if you hit at that same rate, you're going to get a 150% ROI return on investment. But being that I give two picks, being that I want to make sure that I'm helping you guys profit with the free picks, I do keep myself to a standard of 65% or higher for me to be able to put that we are on a run in the title if you did not know that. And got two more for you in this one. If you haven't checked out the premium content packages, I would highly recommend you check those out. Those are linked below in the description. If you're liking the free videos and you want more access to more content, that is going to be what you're going to want to check out. Already locked in a bunch of tickets for this Week 1. Some picks I've already gotten taken off the Prize Picks board because we were able to capitalize on some really good value. Also, picks getting bumped, 5 yards after I took them. So check that out if you're interested, and let's talk about it. We will go game by game, as we always do, and give you two picks for this Week 1 slate. So the first game that I would like to discuss is going to be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. This game has a 43.5 over under 9.5 point spread in favor of the Baltimore Orioles. This is a huge mismatch. The Baltimore Ravens, I should say, not the Baltimore Orioles, some baseball content. 26.5 implied total for the Baltimore Ravens over the Houston Texans in this one. So expected to be, kind of a blowout, minus 450 favorite. They have the highest implied team total outside of the Chargers, who barely edged them out with 26.75 this week. So huge mismatch here for the Baltimore Ravens. We're looking at the grades as far as the two teams are concerned last year overall. The Baltimore Ravens had an 89 PFF grade overall as a team. They were top 5 in the entire league. And the Houston Texans had a 61.1 PFF grade, worst in the entire league. So definitely a mismatch, to say the least. Do expect the Ravens to put up a lot of points in this one. And I want to be targeting a prop that you might not think about. It's going to be a kicker prop because the Baltimore Ravens have a guy who's arguably the best kicker in the entire league. I don't know if you've heard of him before. If you're an NFL fan, I'm sure you have. 90.4 field goal grade PFF as far as last year's concerned for Justin Tucker. And the guy's been getting the job done for a very long time in the league now. As far as his numbers last year, he went 38 for 44 as far as his field goals attempted. Very impressive numbers. As far as the 0 to 19 range, didn't have any field goals in that range. 20 to 29, he went 14 for 14. 30 to 39, he went 11 for 11. 40 to 49 yards, he went 4 for 5. And 50-plus yard field goals, he went 9 for 14 on the season. So the guy has an absolute boot. He can really knock them through the uprights from any distance. And with the Baltimore Ravens having such a high implied team total, with it being such a huge upset, such a huge discrepancy in talent, expect the Ravens to put up a lot of points. Expect Justin Tucker to be part of that in the field goals. And we are getting some really good value on his kicker points prop over here on Prizepicks. He's a massive favorite to go over. Looking at the kicker points prop, 7.5 is where Prizepicks has him listed at. And as far as the latest odds on Pinnacle, he was all the way up to minus 149 on the over kicking points. He's now minus 158. The juice has jumped up even more on the 7.5. So I don't anticipate this to be up forever. If it is, I expect it to possibly get bumped. So this is a really, really good prop. It's getting better and better, actually, as I'm recording this live. Love this pick. We're going with the over 7.5 kicking points here for Justin Tucker. Like I said, you're going to want to get this in as soon as you possibly can after I release this video, because I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't stay up. This is why I talk about my VIP package and the premium content a lot, because these certain things I just can't control. When you're getting a pick that's this good a value, these props apps are getting better and better at taking them down, adjusting the lines, etc. So I get the videos out as soon as I can, but there's a possibility this gets bumped and or removed from the board with, honestly, that good of odds. I know on DraftKings, he's not quite as favored, so but Pinnacle's my number one as far as a resource is concerned with the sharp lines, in my opinion. I think it's the best thing to be looking at. Pick number one, we're going the over 7.5 kicking points here for Justin Tucker. And then pick number two, got another prop that's heavily favored over here on Prizepicks in week one that I think we're getting some really good value on. And it is going to come in the next game at the 1 o'clock p.m. time slot. It's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. This game has a 47.5 over under 1.5 point spread in favor of Cincinnati. And I want to talk about the star running back in Nick Chubb, who I expect to get a lot of volume here on the ground from the Cleveland Browns in week one. They have a 23 implied team total. This guy's an absolute beast, and I want to be targeting his touchdown prop on Prizepicks because I think we're getting some really good value on it. As far as Cleveland is concerned in their run attack last year, really, really good team. Top 3 in the entire league with a 91.3 PFF grade as far as the run metric is concerned. They have a great O-line. 3% run block advantage in week one. So, you know, Cincinnati, pretty good, strong defensive front. Not the greatest advantage as far as on the ground, but pretty much even. Not a bad matchup. It's just kind of neutral as compared to maybe some other matchups for Cleveland on this one. But when you have a running back such as Nick Chubb, it really won't matter. 90.7 PFF run grade, 90.3 offensive grade. He's got an 87.7 fumble rating, does not fumble the football, takes care of it. And guy's been doing it for quite some time. Absolutely elite. His numbers last season, he scored a touchdown in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the first 11 games. So he scored a touchdown in 8 of the first 11 games last season. Guy knows how to find the end zone, and I'm anticipating that he's able to do so in this matchup in week one, and so is Vegas. They have some pretty sharp odds on him getting in the end zone as far as on DraftKings Sportsbook. He's a minus 150 favorite to score an anytime touchdown. That is second highest on the entire slate to score a touchdown as far as being favored to outside of Austin Eckler. And I like the fact that we're getting it over here on Prizepicks, the pass rushing or reception touchdown. Because obviously he can catch the ball, he can run the ball in. It doesn't matter. Sometimes they're going to post a prop and it's only like a rushing touchdown, only a reception touchdown. This prop, he can either pass it, rush it, or catch it. Obviously, he's realistically probably not going to pass the ball, but if they do a trick play and he throws it for a touchdown, that'll count it. But looking at either a rushing or reception touchdown from Nick Chubb, the juice continues to climb on this one as well. Talked about the odds on DraftKings. He's minus 150. And as far as on Pinnacle is concerned, I know that the odds continue to climb as well for him to score a touchdown, which is a very significant thing. Touchdowns favored on Pinnacle is not as common as DraftKings. Anytime touchdown up to minus 143 now over on Pinnacle for Nick Chubb. So we're getting some really good value on this prop as well. Minus 143 on Pinnacle, minus 150. That's second favorited only to Austin Eckler on the entire slate to score a touchdown this week. Nick Chubb, talked about it. Phenomenal runner on the ground. I think he's able to find the pay dirt in this week one matchup, and that will be pick number 2. Going with the over 0.5 pass rushing and reception touchdowns for Nick Chubb, and that will be my 2 picks. To get you winning some money over on Prizepicks in the NFL for this week one matchup, don't forget to take advantage of the Dak Prescott free square. Use the promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $100 if you have not signed up for Prizepicks already. Lock in these 2 picks. If you enjoyed the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell on your way out the door, and I will be back with more content throughout the entire NFL season. Once again, the premium content's linked below in the description. If you're looking for more picks, I'm going to have a bunch more leading up to kickoff. Already locked in some tickets. You get those instant notifications in the Discord as soon as I place my tickets if you're a VIP member, and you can get access to my tickets as soon as I place them. Not to mention the value alerts, the VIP play of the day, and a whole lot more. Thank you guys for tuning in. Wishing you guys all the best of luck on your Prizepicks NFL player props for this week one slate, and we will see you in the next one.